Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're looking at something really fundamental, how science is trying to make our food better, more nutritious right from the start.
Exactly. We've got some interesting material here, specifically focusing on, well, boosting the vitamin content in staple crops.
Yeah, and it centers around Dr. Tianhu Sun's work at East Tennessee State University. He's just secured a pretty significant grant, right?
That's right, $450,000 from the Foundation for Food and Agriculture Research. It's a big nod to the importance of this research.
And the core mission seems clear. To figure out how to naturally increase vitamin levels inside the seeds themselves.
Precisely. It's about enhancing what's already there.
So let's unpack that. What's the big problem Dr. Sun is trying to tackle here?
Well, the main issue is really widespread micronutrient deficiencies. Lots of people around the world aren't getting enough essential vitamins.
Right. Hidden hunger, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And with the global population growing, we need, well, smarter ways to get more nutrition out of our staple foods. This research aims directly at that.
And the approach is quite interesting. He's not talking about adding foreign genes, is he?
No, and that's key. He's using his expertise in synthetic biology to activate genes already present in the seeds.
So like finding the existing on switches for vitamin production.
You could put it that way. It's about unlocking the seed's inherent potential using its own genetic machinery.
Makes sense. And he's starting with soybeans.
Yes, soybeans are the initial focus. They're a huge crop, obviously very important in Tennessee and across the U.S., a good starting point.
Okay, so which vitamins are we talking about boosting in these soybeans?
The initial targets are provitamin A, folate, and vitamin E.
All pretty critical for health, vision, cell growth.
Absolutely. And deficiencies in these are, unfortunately, quite common globally and linked to serious health issues. Think millions of preventable cases.
So this research could offer a way to sort of embed the solution right into the food source itself.
That's the hope. A sustainable food-based approach rather than just relying on supplements or fortification after processing.
Okay, so how technically do you even begin to find these genetic switches and turn them up? Sounds incredibly complex.
It is complex, but they're using some really cutting-edge tools. It involves machine learning.
Okay, using AI to crunch the genetic data.
Pretty much. To sift through vast amounts of DNA information and predict which short sequences might act as these activators, these on switches for vitamin genes.
And then, how do they test if the predictions are right?
That's where robotics comes in. They use pipetting robots for what's called high-throughput screening.
Meaning they can test lots and lots of these potential DNA switches very quickly.
Exactly. It rapidly identifies which sequences actually work effectively in the seeds. It's like a highly targeted, accelerated search.
Fascinating stuff. So once they pinpoint these effective switches, what's the end game?
The ultimate aim is to use that knowledge for precise genome editing.
Ah, so targeting those specific spots in the plant's DNA to enhance vitamin production permanently.
Yes, potentially leading to new varieties of crops that are naturally biofortified, higher nutrient value, built right in, without introducing, foreign DNA.
It's great to see this kind of high-impact work coming out of ETSU. Seems like it fits into a bigger picture there, too.
It does. It aligns with the university's broader commitment to tackling food security challenges. You mentioned other work, like Dr. Kilaru's research on emissions and food waste.
Right. From 2022, it shows a wider focus.
Exactly. It paints a picture of ETSU addressing these complex food system issues from multiple angles.
And the university leadership sees the significance. ETSU's provost, Dr. McCorkle, highlighted Dr. Sun's research, didn't she?
She did. She emphasized its potential impact and how it fits squarely within their mission of, well, making a real-world difference.
Okay, so wrapping this up, the big takeaway seems to be this really promising natural approach to making staple foods like soybeans more nutritious from the start.
Definitely. Dr. Sun's work is paving a potential path to address vitamin deficiencies on a massive scale, using the plants themselves.
It could be a fundamental change.
It could. Which leads to a thought for our listeners to chew on.
Go on.
If this kind of research succeeds, and we can significantly boost the nutritional value of staple crops, what might that truly mean for global health?
Yeah.
And, maybe more importantly, how do we ensure these nutrient-rich crops actually reach the populations who stand to benefit the most?
That's a crucial point, access and equity. Definitely something to think about. Thanks for breaking that down.
My pleasure.